how did you find out about the Mike Brown shooting in Ferguson?
I found out about the Ferguson Mike Brown shooting at a classic dinner roundtable discussion because I don't really follow the news, I'm not going to lie, so I had to ask about it. I knew something was going on, but I didn't know exactly what. So I asked about it and, was informed about what happened. And then, obviously, as people do in a dinner setting, go around and express their opinions and talk about how they feel about it and stuff like that. So that's what happens there, but that's how I found out about it.
Obviously you're from a higher income area, and usually, if you're in those areas, those are kind of the people that you're surrounded with.
Sure.
You're kind of a product of your own environment.
Definitely.
So it'd be very interesting to see, you're here, what a slightly higher class than middle class is kind of how they would articulate that news to you.
No, and I think that's a good question.
Because not all white people fucking are racist, and not everybody's behind the police saying, "Oh, that was right." And that's my opinion. We'll Fox News this shit all day and talk on opinion.
Right.
But,
I think I'm from a background of mine, and or anyone that comes from a higher upper class, environment. First off, I think, of course everyone has their right to their opinion, everything like that, but I think for that kind of setting, it's not hard to understand what happened or anything like that, but it's hard to be inside, I would say, the bubble of what happened, because that kind of stuff is rare to happen in an environment that I live in or someone of my caliber lives in. It doesn't. Right. It's only stuff that you see on TV and on the news, and it's not going to happen on your block or your neighborhood. It's just not. It's not going to happen like that.
Right.
So, I guess the point I'm making is that it's an outside perspective on a heavy issue like that, because it's not something that we could feel and internalize, is the best way I could put it, as much as the neighborhoods in Ferguson in Missouri. I guess my point is it would be more of a shock to the system of somewhere where I'm from or a neighborhood that I was from than the neighborhood that it went down in.
To live through shit is to understand it. The justification of a cop killing a kid to bring in a military-style police where they are not wearing name badges and they are clearly not friendly. That's fucked. To see that in any part of this country, up until a couple years ago, we never saw the police with anything besides a handgun. I'll tell you, I've heard every story under the moon propaganda built by Robert Murdoch, if you want to get into that.
That's a huge point, and that's a frustration that it does take these crazy, intense, out of control situations that become out of control. They're out of control from the beginning, but they get even more out of control once authority enters. And it's sad that it takes all that for, number one, this country to take notice, which is just crazy, because if you look at patterns of the United States and the history, people always want to look the other way until a crazy event happens. It doesn't have to explode into this, and of course, anybody will, the media, that's their job, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to make it blow up, and yeah, sure, but it's not just the media. It's that people are so accustomed to turning a blind eye to this stuff, and it makes no sense. It's frustrating. I don't even want to go right or wrong or agree or disagree. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating that history has to just continue to repeat itself, like on a whole level. Like it doesn't even. This story is one significant story and example, but to look deeply, and this is what I really wanted to talk about with this as just another thing in society. Like it's just frustrating that we can't like get it. Like, guess what? Like in a month, this is going to happen again. Can you please wake up and like not expect that it's going to happen? Know that it's going to happen.